Hello, this recording is a recording of Python lesson 3.4. We started off class today describing some programs and applications and websites that you use which perform mathematical computations. We talked about the different programs, apps, and websites that you could think of that may be carrying out a mathematical computation and what the purpose of that would be. Um, in running the program. And so we talked about calculators, we talked about different 3D apps and games that use geometry and mathematical computations. We talked about how apps often will ask you for your birth date or how old you are to calculate whether you're old enough to enter the site. Or, for example, the McDonald's app, when you're ordering, will add up your total to tell you how much you owe and then ask you for a credit card number. It will verify your expiration date using mathematical computation as well. And this led us into talking about our lesson 3.4, which was mathematical operators in Python. You will describe different mathematical operators that can be used in programs. You will create programs that use basic math to compute useful things, as well as create programs that take in user input, do simple computations with the input, and produce a useful output. Your first operator was something such as print 2 plus 2, and we know that this ends up being 4, keeping in mind that we often imagine that we have these boxes that hold information such as my number, the variable. You can also use the operator in the variable assignment, x equals 2, y equals 2. Again, if we envision these boxes, we might have a box called x, and we might have a box called y, and whatever the variables are assigned will be inside these fictitious boxes. So there's a 2 in each one. And when we come to the statement print x plus y, it says, oh, hey, I know there's something in box X and there's something in box Y. And when I add it up together, I get the answer of 4. We talked about operators. So far, we've used the operator of addition, which is the plus sign, 2 plus 6, the result would be 8. Minus sign or subtraction, 7 minus 3 would be 4. The asterisk is a multiplication symbol. 4 times 5 is 20. The slash is an integer division. 7 divided by 2 will leave us with 3. Notice there is no remainder. We are not using a modulus, which we will come down to the end here, and we will talk about modulus. Asterisk will be exponentiation, or 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. Here is our percent sign, which is modulus, will give us a remainder. Remember, if it's even or odd, this can be thought back to our checkerboard example in Unit 2 when we drew a checkerboard based on whether the number remaining was even or odd. We drew a red or a black square. And then we have negation, which is negative numbers. Some of the ones that you may not be as used to compared to Unit 2 will be the integer division, keeping in mind 7 divided by 2 is actually not 3. That number is 3.5. But because we are not using a floating point number, or we are not calculating a float, and we are not using modulus as our remainder, we are getting just a whole number, or the closest whole number in that integer division. In exponentiation, 3 asterisk asterisk 2 is 3 to the second power. I mean, this can also be written in the form of 3 to the second power. Obviously, that's not the way it is in Python. We use the symbol of exponentiation, which is asterisk asterisk. Modulus, we use in Unit 2. This will give us the remainder. 17 modulus 3 will give us a result of 2. And then lastly, negation. This is using a negative number. And for example, -3, the result is actually -3. As far as operators go, binary operator versus a unary operator. Okay, binary meaning 2, unary meaning 1. The operators do follow an order of precedence or the order of operations. We will do everything inside of the parentheses first, followed by anything that is in an exponent form, followed by negation, multiplication, division, modulus in the order in which it comes, addition, subtraction in the order in which it comes. You can look at the order of operations in each of the following examples. We'll do what's inside the parentheses first. We'll do the exponent second. We'll divide, subtract. Here we'll do what's inside the parentheses. These parentheses first, then the overall parentheses, then the exponent. So 3 minus 2 times 2 is 4. 3 minus 4. 6 plus minus 1. 5 to the power of 2. We get 25. Operators and floats. We can print floats. Print 2.3 plus 2.4 will give us a float of 4.7. And that takes us to the end of our lesson.